Welcome home in this new episode of Welcome Home, A Journey to Self. As you can see, today we will be mostly talking about a journey to self. The way out is in. And for this particular episode, I have an interesting topic for you. You don't want to miss this. So without wasting time, let me welcome my beautiful Crystal.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How are you today?
Good.
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I think there's a space to teach, and you're a teacher.
Yes.
You teach people.
Yes.
Good. If you were to introduce yourself in a few words,
Okay.
what would you say?
Let me clear my throat.
Of course. It's activated.
I would say that I bring people back home to their body, to their sensuality, to their power. I help them to remember how powerful they are, how beautiful they are, and that they are the creators of their reality.
Crystal brings people back home.
Yeah.
And this podcast is about returning home.
I know. What a coinky dinky.
Interesting. Tell us a little bit about whatever I know the story can be very long.
Okay.
How did all this started?
Oh, that's a deep question. Okay. So when I was 18, I was dating this gentleman, and I was quite chaotic, 18, 19, and I was quite chaotic. I was doing drugs, drinking, partying, and he saw me. He truly saw me. He was the one that got away. You know, do you have that? Do you have that, like that one that got away?
Right.
Yeah. He gave me a book on tantra, and he pretty much said to me, he's like, I know who you are. And he gave me another book called Peace is Every Step. And that was like my Bible. Both of them were. And I didn't really get what he meant then and there in that moment, because I was still partying, and I was a huge party girl. I had a little bit of traumas when I was a kid with sexual molestation. So, of course, I was trying to forget and leave out of my body. And what is one of the best things to leave your body is to do drugs and drink, right? To escape and to not feel that pain or to remember it. Because I actually only remembered during an ayahuasca ceremony, and everything kind of like hit me. And I was like, whoa, that's the reason why I took drugs and alcohol. So years went on, and I was little dabbles here, little dabbles there through my party years. Met my ex-husband, got pregnant, and of course got sober. And then would dabble again a little bit after that. And I just knew that this wasn't the path for me anymore. I just knew. And then one day I made quite a big mistake with my stepdaughter. And I knew then and there that I had to stop everything. And then I found a crystal shop in England, because that's where I was living.
Right.
Yeah. And then everything just cracked open. And that was 13 years ago. Yeah, about 13 years ago. And then just all this memory started coming and waving through me again. And it's just like, wow, now I know what he meant when he said he saw me and he knew who I was.
Right.
It just took me a little while to catch up to what he saw.
It's that when you're mentioning that, I tend to tell people all these things, teachings, wisdom have always been accessible.
Yeah.
But depending on who you're looking as and where you're looking from, you might see or not see it for some time, and somehow on your journey, and then you bump into it. You're like, I kind of knew this, and even people saw it. How come it took me this long to come to this, right? And but everything happens in harmony.
It's divine.
With the divine.
It's all divine. Yeah. So all that pain, all that poo-poo, caca, yucky shit is exactly what needed to happen in those moments for me to learn those lessons so I can actually like understand when clients come to me. So if somebody's been an addict, I went through it. Somebody's been married and divorced, I've went through it. Somebody's had childbirth, I've went through it. So it's like I'm able to understand what they're going through instead of just being somebody that's like.
But at what point did you come to the evidence that this is what I want to do?
Tantra.
Yes, for Tantra.
I've always been kind of doing it. That's the funny thing.
Interesting.
I've always been kind of doing it with partners. I've always been connecting to their eyes and connecting to their heart without even knowing I was doing it. When I look back on it now, I'm like, oh, like I was actually already doing all of this. Right. Like, okay, I just wasn't conscious. So there's that difference, right, of being conscious and unconscious. And I was unconscious of the tantric energy flowing through me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thanks
for taking time to reopen those. Sometimes it belongs to stories. Then sometimes we don't want to talk about it, but people relate.
I don't mind because it's there was always a bit of shame with those stories, and I've really learned to alchemize a lot of that through different shamanic practices.
Alchemize. This is the word I came across.
Yes.
All over your website.
Yes.
Can you break that down for us?
Well, you are pure magic.
You're pure magic.
You can turn your shit into gold.
Right?
Yes. Or even platinum if you want. Screw gold. Go platinum.
Limitless.
It's baffling to me that we are in a society that is so conditioned to numb us and to seek pleasure from outside of us. It's the school is indoctrination with your family, religion, and people don't even really mean to do it because they've been indoctrinated.
Right.
They've been like socialized that this is the way it's supposed to be, but actually it's very disempowering. It's
already a good step for those who knows that that they don't know, right? Because there's some sort of awareness of not knowing in some way, but most people just don't know that they don't know.
They just don't know. They don't know what they don't know.
They don't know that they don't know, so it's a blind spot.
Of course.
And these types of programs, then it can ring a bell and say, hey, maybe you need to pay attention to something. So I came across something. You said sexuality is a sacred ritual.
Yes, of course it is.
Tell me more about that.
We're getting to the yummy stuff. This is where the magic happens.
Let's go.
It's sacred. Sexuality is sacred. And I'm sure you and I have both been in situations where we have not made it sacred. And you've just allowed yourself to just give yourself to somebody, and then how do you feel afterwards, right? Maybe in the moment when you are
emptied,
right? You're orgasming, so for that few seconds, it's like, ooh, but then after that, you're like, this doesn't feel good at all. So for when I'm teaching people, even married couples or couples, I'm telling them, work on your own sensuality first. Work on your own sexuality first.
Right.
Really get to know your body, your energy, life force center, and get to know, like, even doing like Kegels and just like activating, because it's creation, right? Your sexual energy is creation. We create life with it.
Tell me about that.
We create babies from there. So
Would you like me to share something?
I would love. Tell me all about the creation.
I was in a sacred valley of Tepos land.
Okay.
Where I met with this shaman from Ecuador, and I was sitting with ayahuasca.
Okay.
This night was a night of like a shift, say.
Amazing.
Whereas all those existential questions, just I came to the evidence that we are the answer. So one of these questions was sexuality.
Okay.
And you know, ayahuasca, it's a powerful medicine.
Grandmother will kick your ass.
But that night, I was talking to a lady from Mexico. I'm like, I would like to sit with peyote, but we were there for ayahuasca.
Yeah.
I'm talking about peyote.
Yeah.
And as they're serving me ayahuasca, the medicine's now activating.
Okay.
3 times. I went to see the shaman. He's like, okay, I'll serve you peyote. He served me peyote. So I had these 2 master teachers
Wow.
in my system.
Wow.
And it lasted like 14 hours.
Okay.
So one of the main teaching I received was about sexuality.
Okay.
I asked the grandmother, what would you like to teach me about sexuality?
Good question to ask her.
And suddenly I'm seeing two physical beings.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna show me people having sex here. She's like, you're gonna watch it. You want it. You know how funny sometimes she is. And,
Of course.
And as I'm witnessing this happening, these 2 beings merging and starting having this transcendence moment through sex connection, and they're both transformed into a tree, and as I'm witnessing this, the tree kept growing and growing and growing and growing at the extent where at some point I couldn't see
Okay.
the limit,
Yeah.
as if this tree was bridging earth and heaven.
Oh, beautiful.
In a way, I'm witnessing this, and my mind couldn't make sense of it. And at some point, these beautiful flowers started flourishing along the tree. It's going along, up. Beautiful colors. I'm sitting there, not able to say anything. I'm just like, keep showing me.
Wow.
This is quite interesting. And at some point, I see this powerful energy going from the tree. It started feeding, nourishing other trees around.
Ooh.
And plants started having flowers and blooming, and I'm asking Aya, what is happening? And she said, this is the force of creation. This is the energy of creation. This is the life force.
Wow.
And when this is properly done, you bringing healing, even
Yes.
to people around you. You don't need to see it.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So now you know.
That is
And
an amazing journey. I'm so happy she
Yes.
gave that to you. What a
was so
gift.
powerful.
What a gift from her. Like,
As you're mentioning a force of creation, so we're not talking about mental stuff or just a book.
no.
These things are real. You need to experience it.
Yes.
Not just like a conceptual stuff.
Yeah.
There's more to this than concept.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's like, I don't even really like calling sexual energy because it's creative energy. That's where we create life. So what are we doing with that energy when we're not creating life? Everybody's, everybody's energy is pretty much stagnant down there. And so this is where coming back and connecting to the divine and knowing that everything is divine, that we're able to dance within just life, and it doesn't have to be this friction. And it's not, Tantra's not sex. Everybody thinks it's sex. It's unfortunate.
I'll come there, because Tantra is seen as just any other sexual technique, right?
Well, a lot of people think it's Karma Sutra, and I'm like, no, that's right? Karma Sutra. Karma Sutra is sex positions. I'm like, Tantra is maybe 2% sexual energy. That's it. It's not sex. But the Western culture, because they want to make the money, right, it sells. It sells for sex.
Let's pay attention to that. You talked about transmuting.
Yes.
Pain into pleasure.
Yes.
Break that down for us.
He's getting serious today. Okay.
Because that's what you do. That's what you help people to navigate that, and we don't see intimacy, sexuality, and healing, and for the most part, people are more concerned about getting traumatized by these experiences more than getting healing from it.
Yeah.
So you talk about transmuting pain into pleasure.
So when you are with number one, when you're by yourself and you go into your heart and you open up your heart and you set your intention of what it is that you want to work on. So let's say a woman had a heavy birth, or even if she got raped, in the past, and she's got trauma there, she can go in and open up her heart, connect down to Mother Earth, connect up to Creator, bring that energy to her heart, and then she can go into self-touch pleasure and allow herself to just explore her body, or him, it doesn't matter, male or female, and for her to explore her body and then feel into it and ask the body, how does that feel? What's coming up for you? And if there's anger, then allow that anger to scream. If she touches her yoni and it's like, I don't want to be touched, then allow that energy, that darkness to move. So then you can move that stagnant energy from your body instead of holding it in. Because then when we hold it in, then we create dis-ease, discomfort within the body and the physical form. Our physical body will show us what needs to be done. And then when you're with a partner, you start off with your eye gazing, your heart connection, and you say affirmations to each other, and you go deep, you look into the left eye. I would like us one day to do this exercise together.
Okay, all right.
I'm not sure if it's going to happen today, but we'll make it happen. But when you are immersed and you're doing a breath work of the microcosmic orb, and you're connecting this energy with one another, even with yourself, when you're going into self-pleasure, and you're moving this energy through the whole body, and you're pulling up your creative, your sexual energy, and you're pulling it up, and you're just moving it through and allowing this energy, the sexual energy, just to come up through you. You can have orgasms from the full body, energetic orgasms. So an orgasm's good. Okay. It's good. It's right here. It's like, oh, that's good. Okay, done, But when you're having a tantric orgasm and you're connected to all that is around you and you're in that full ceremony, because Tantra is a ceremony, you're having orgasms that are like next level. You're going to other planets. You're going out to the cosmos.
I believe that.
It's phenomenal.
I think I had a glimpse of it.
Okay.
And I think
amazing. Tell me about that.
Oh no, not today. I think this body is not even trained to contain it at some point.
Okay.
It's so intense that you feel
shake.
It's moved.
Yeah.
Yes. You just feel like, okay, this is powerful.
It is, because you can cry, you can laugh, and I just tell my clients or even my friends, I'm just like, just allow it. They're like, but what if the person thinks I'm weird? Then I'm like, then don't be with them. Just let them know. Let them know.
It's not the right person.
Some crazy shit's gonna go down, But it's, if you're connected, it's truly connected to that divine essence.
We are talking about sacred sex.
Yes, we are.
Is sacred sex equal good sex? does it echo? Because in the way people talk, they say, "Oh, I had a good sex," but we're talking about a secret sexuality.
It depends on what your intention is. And I think all of it can be good, because if you're going and doing shadow work, because I'll do shadow work when I'm doing self-pleasure, and sometimes it's dark. It's really dark, but I'm taking my sexual energy and I'm helping to move that energy, that stagnant energy within my body. So sometimes I'll be screaming and crying, but to me that's powerful. It's beautiful, but it's heavy as hell in the moment. But I'm taking that energy, instead of just depleting it, I'm allowing it to move through my whole body and to release and alchemize what doesn't serve me any longer. People forget that your sexual energy is like the most powerful thing, and your breath. It's when you mix the breath with self-pleasure or being intimate with a partner, sky's the limits. Like, and if you're setting that intention of like, okay, this is what I'd like us to work on, especially if you're in a couple and you're having a bit of a heavy time together and you're not connected fully anymore and you're feeling that bit of separation, getting back into that essence of truly seeing one another, holding one another and honoring one another is just, it brings you back home. It literally brings you back home.
You're mentioning partners. I had this question. How do you deal with dealing? How do you manage to conciliate when you have a couple where one person is open, but the other one doesn't have quite openness to, because this tantric sex is still like a taboo in our society.
Yes.
How do you manage to conciliate those views and succeed to guide them towards something?
I say, give me 2 sessions alone with them.
Just 2?
Just 2.
Come on.
Give me 2 sessions alone to like really get into their psyche, into their subconscious, and awaken their birthright. Just because then I'll do shamanic practices on them.
Good.
Right. So
there's more to what you offer.
Yeah. So I do psilocybin ceremonies as well, and bringing that aspect of tantra into that realm is really beautiful as well. It's gorgeous.
That we will take time to talk about that. Maybe today, maybe not, but we will see.
The little mushroom friend.
Yeah.
The holy children.
There's a lot of misconceptions about tantric sex. I believe you know some of those misconceptions, and to make sure that people who are listening today, they'll take something out of this.
Okay.
What are some misconceptions that you would like to address about sacred sex, tantric sex?
Well, okay. It's not sex. It's not. It's not just because you eye gaze with somebody and you say some fluffy spiritual words doesn't make it tantric sex, right? If like there's a lot of spiritual people out there that will kind of like go into the spiritual groups, and I see it with men doing it with women. And they'll talk that spiritual talk and be like, I'll take you back and we'll do tantra together. They're just fucking them. They're not doing tantra, because I don't think you should be doing tantra with just anybody, to be honest with you. I think you have to start with yourself, number one, and then you get to, once you understand that energy and you understand the power that is within that, then you can share it with somebody else, right? So if anybody's like, ooh, let me give you tantric sex, run.
Yeah, usually.
Run for the hills.
They'll talk about, I'll give you a tantric massage.
Yeah, that's how they lure them in. Women do it as well. Women are just as cheeky as men. I know that.
Some of another misconception is tantric sex all about slowing down.
No, it can be powerful. It can be like, once that breath is like, it's like super, it can get very, very powerful. It's, of course, it's all about starting off slow and taking that time to, you're connecting, you're connecting to the energy, you're connecting to the skin, the cells, the bones, the aura, the energetic field. And you're just allowing yourself to like just fully immerse and allow the body, if you're with a partner, allowing that body to get to know, and it's like, hi, I'm here, not just grab somebody, which that's always nice once in a while, but that's not Tantra. Tantra is like, you're going in gently into that space, and you're honoring that they're a divine essence as well. You're not just like taking and like grabbing. It's like, here, I'm here. I've got you. I'm holding you. I'm seeing you. I'm feeling you. I'm honoring you. And words of affirmation of like, and the communication is like, how does this feel for you? You know, how can I honor you? How can I support you?
It's quite interesting. What is crossing my mind right now is, how is it easy to work with men?
Yes.
Because
very much
the popular image we have of men as hunters is like they always ready and not patient, and they don't need to. They don't need a lot of blah blah blah. Yeah. And so
foreplay. Is that the word you were looking for?
No, just just slowing down and ritualizing something, because you said it's a ritual. So it's not just about getting them dressed and getting into it.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm glad I can make you laugh. I'm finding this good. Yes.
So how have you come across some resistance from men or people identify as women?
Women.
Interesting. Tell me about that.
Okay, so this is funny enough that the married couples, it's always men that reach out to me, not the wives. Yeah,
really?
I know.
What would explain that?
I know. Listen, I'm just as baffled as you are. And I'm like, this is very odd. So I would say I work with about 40% men, 30% women, and the rest couples. And the couples, so we're close to the men and the women. I might work with a little bit more men, but the couples it's mostly, I would say 97% of the men are calling to ask to book an appointment with their wife.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I know.
That's quite interesting.
I know. I was calculating it probably about 6 months ago, because I was like, because somebody asked me, they're like, oh, who are your clients?
Because, there's this misconception that, not misconception, but I've witnessed it also. I've been to multiple retreats where I've found myself among 20 ladies. And,
lucky you.
During the, I don't know what you're talking about, but it was more of like a responsibility to take ownership of some stuff and just deal with that presence and witness that suffering and healing, and But it's interesting that when it comes to tantric sex, you see men are taking actions.
Yes.
That's quite interesting.
Well, I think men have realized like that they're allowed to be soft, they're allowed to be seen, and they're allowed to be nourished. So I feel that in some of it's a blessing, right? That these men are coming out and reaching out to me, and they want to deepen their relationship with their partner because they love their wife. They love them, and they want something different. They're like, we've been to therapists, we've been this, we've been that, and they're like, this is our last stop. This is our last stop.
Right.
So I do talk therapy as well with my clients. I don't just you don't just come for a tantric session. So I'm able to kind of get into their psyche of what's going on and how they can move through that. And eye gazing is probably the most powerful part of our session, because I get the woman to put her legs on top of the man, and they go, their left hand goes on the heart, the other left hand goes on the heart. Right. And I get them to close their eyes, take some deep breaths, and they open up their eyes and they look at their left eye each. I usually get some giggles at the start, right? And so I just let them have that, and then I run their energy down and I ground them. And then I get them to like fully fall into it, just get into it, just feel into it. And the man, I'll get him to say some affirmations first to the wife, and I'll say, repeat after me. And he'll go, okay. And I'm like, I see you. And then he looks at her and he's like, I see you. And I'm like, I honor you. And he's like, I honor you. And I'm like, I thank you for being the best wife and mother. And then he starts crying. Always, the man always starts crying first. And then, of course, if the husband's crying, then the wife starts crying.
Who said men don't express their emotions?
Listen.
Look what's happening in your kingdom.
They are just beautiful. It's such a powerful, powerful ceremony to get people back together, to truly see each other, to like look past the container and look into the soul, into the left eye, because the left eye is connected to the heart.
What does it mean to
tell me?
Embodied.
To be embodied?
To be embodied in your sexuality. It means what? It looks like what?
For me?
No, for your people, for people you're training, you're teaching.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So for me, being embodied in my sexuality is being feminine. I'm a single mother and I do everything. So being embodied in my essence and my sexual energy is like, I'm wearing beautiful feminine dresses. I love having my nails done. I love to dance. Like when I'm by myself, I love putting on lingerie by myself. I buy myself lingerie. I don't buy it for anybody else. I buy myself lingerie and I put it on. Like that's my jam, Put on sexy high heels. That's how I embody it. And just being in self-pleasure and like making sure I massage myself and touch myself and talk to myself and just be like, I love you, I honor you. So that's how I embodied it. Like everybody else is different, right?
Talking about that,
how do you embody it? Let's turn the tables. I'm going to be the podcaster runner now.
Right.
My show.
I think there's still work to do. Okay. There's still work to do, but let's keep that for the next time.
Why are you keeping secrets?
No, I'm not personally someone who's and particularly in this very moment of this very chapter.
Okay.
Me and myself.
Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I. I love it, and it's quite an interesting chapter. It's as if something isn't on pause, as it comes to sexuality, and this energy is channeled to be directed to other inner work, and I honor that.
Amazing.
But this is not forever, so.
So are you celibate at the moment?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
But there's a sense of honoring. Maybe
honoring the energy.
It takes some presence to have that openness to say, okay, worth it to explore this and
you're worth me giving my magic stick to you,
right,
goddess.
Right. Right. Traditions, I'm from Africa, and I've a big part of my life I was Christian, and there's other traditions out there and religions. There's a lot of beliefs, and that shut down many people from exploring their sexuality.
Yes,
as
of course.
creating a separation between sexuality and spirituality.
Yeah.
How do you in your work bridge that?
Well, you don't ever want to take away somebody's their hardcore beliefs. I work around it. Spirit guides me and their higher self guides me. So if somebody comes to me and they are Catholic, Christian, Buddhist, I just make sure that I dance. Number one, I ask Spirit for guidance and my team and their team for guidance. And so I dance with my words with them. I make sure that I get good, clear words so that they'll understand what I'm trying to intertwine into them. But I don't ever bash anybody for what they believe. I'll ask questions and be like, so how does that feel for you? Is that your belief? Do you truly believe that's your truth? Mm-hmm. Or do you feel that's indoctrination? Or do you feel that your parents gave that to you or this? Like, how does that feel in your body? So I'll get them to close their eyes again and go into the body. And I'll be like, where do you feel that in your body? And they'll be like, oh, in my solar plex. And I'll be like, touch there and ask, is this my truth? Is this truly what I believe in this moment, in this time? Or is this somebody else's truth? And then I get them to take that home and ask, like, are these my truths or are they somebody else's?
In spiritual communities, and I've heard things where people have succeeded to kill the ego, and they ceased to be their bodies. And do you see, because we said at the beginning, sacred sexuality,
yeah,
but yet we can open that a little bit and see what is in there. How do you see spirituality?
in the Western culture, in North America?
Yes.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. I think everybody's full of shit. I might get a lot of slack for this, but I think people are pretentious. They're more fake. They are wannabes, and they are not their true authentic self. They are pretending, and it's just another form of their ego. That's it. Because
from where I stand, one day I was holding mushroom ceremonies for people.
Yeah.
And I started seeing these patterns and getting a bit excited.
Yeah.
And usually it takes you back to, there's no necessity to get too excited about this. Just contemplate it, right? So
yeah.
I'm getting excited. And now I'm bending over, just saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. It happens. And I heard this voice. Why are you bending over to say thank you? I'm like, because I'm grateful. And I heard, but I'm not in front of you. I am everything.
Yeah.
And that moment shifted everything about this.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Just understand that everything is that.
Yeah. Exactly. Everything's divine. Even the most heaviest toxic bullshit that you can think of. It's like even all of the crap that's going on in the world right now, it's all divine. It's all divine. And I know a lot of people have a hard time to wrap that around their heads. It's divine.
For this first part of the episode, because we're going to have 2 episodes with Crystal, what's the question you would have wanted me to ask you?
I don't know. You're putting me on the spot.
Because this is continuing. We still have a lot of things to cover.
Maybe some kink stuff.
Yeah, I had that in mind. I'm like, let's keep that for the next part. But I wonder.
So in the first part, what question would I want you to ask me? I don't know. I think you did a really good job.
Let's finish with this.
I think you did a great job. You did a great
How
job.
do you see certain concepts from BDSM, like a dominant and sub, and this concept? How do you see? Do you see a space for this concept in your work?
100%.
Tell me more about it.
We're getting into the extra yummy stuff now.
Juicy, we end it and then
exactly.
we go for the second
okay.
part.
I think when somebody, okay, let me take a breath here.
Right.
Because I'm getting a little excited. When you know that you are either submissive or dominant, when you reflect on that and ask yourself why, and how can you nourish it and be conscious of it, is a whole nother ball game than just throwing yourself into it, right? Because people can get hurt. And a lot of people out there are navigating this realm in a very toxic, unhealthy, unconscious way. And so I have a few of my married couple clients that the wife read 50 Shades of Grey. Okay,
good.
And high corporate women, very high corporate moms, husbands are high corporate as well. They are doing everything. And so now they're like, read the 50 Shades of Grey, you take over in the bedroom. They're powerhouse women. So they want now in their marriage a little bit later on, but great marriages, like really good marriages. I wouldn't teach this stuff to a couple that doesn't have a great solid foundation.
Right.
So if you have a beautiful solid foundation, there's great communication, there's a lot of transparency, then I'm like, okay, let's go. So I'll train the husband to be a dominant, or I'll train the wife to be a sub or a dominant, whatever the role is that they want to play. I even have checked out some sex clubs here in Ottawa, which I don't suggest. Go to Montreal or Toronto. Ottawa is just not facilitated for this energy whatsoever. It's not, they're not. Anyways,
we talked about we talked about sacred sexuality in this first part of this episode.
Yeah.
And what Crystal is talking about, she's talking about a ritual, a sacred ritual.
Yes.
Whether or not you see it in a BDSM context or
because that's a ritual
family.
as well, right? When you're in the BDSM situation, the submissive is actually in full power, because as soon as they say that word, playtime's over. And when you're communicating with one another of like what it is that you want the fantasy, because it's a role. It's a ceremony. It's another ceremony, and you are giving your partner what they need and what they want to allow them to let go and to be free and to leave their mind and to fully go into the body. It's not what people think it is. Domination, submission is not what people think it is. When you have a healthy, conscious relationship, it's probably one of the most beautiful dances that you can do in partnership, because the trust that needs to be there. Oh, yummy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We will leave that there for now. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back for the second part.